Time's now 1 o'clock. I'll call the meeting to order, and we'll start our meeting today with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, first item on the agenda is an EDC update, but Dale
Did he not send you an email?
is not here. He may have, but I've been tied up today, so we will pass by that. Skip it. The next item is the Community Corrections Donation Fund, which is also not ready. So moving on, Nathan, you're up. From Planning and Building, Nathan Bilger with 2 plats.
Thank you. So we have 2 relatively simple minor plats for your consideration, coming from the Plan Commission, I believe, at their last meeting. The first I've got is Arrowsmith subdivision. This is a 1-lot plat located off Blue Lake Road, just south of Blue Lake. It is in the Blue Lake Conservancy District's area, so it will actually be served by sewer. It's also zoned lake residential, coincidentally, so the lot sizes are a little different than what we oftentimes see when we're dealing with AG parcels. Intention is for the property owner to split it off for construction of a home, I believe, for a relative. Any questions for me on that one?
I would move to approve the request as presented.
You have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there anything further? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor, raise your right hands. And that motion carries unanimously.
Thank you. The second one is to be called Poorman's Estate, and this is a 2-lot subdivision. You may recall that Adam Poorman's property we rezoned to commercial a few months ago. His intention is to construct a event center in front of his home. His original intention was to not split the property. We discussed it, and he thought that he could avoid splitting the property. Financing and so on kind of has directed him the opposite direction. So that's why he's seeking a plat to split the property. Along with that, he may later seek rezoning for the house. However, his intention right now is, again, to defer that until it becomes absolutely necessary, kind of keeping his options open as commercial. But if it's absolutely necessary, maybe, well, maybe not you, it may be quite a few years from now, but a rezoning may come later. But again, not really the intention right now. Again, this comes to you from the Plan Commission with their approval.
Move to approve Poorman plat as presented.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Is there anything further? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor, raise your right hand. And that motion carries unanimously.
Okay, thank you. I'll leave these for you for after the meeting.
Thank you.
The next item on the agenda is the 2025 Covered Bridge Certification Requests. Tiffany, do you want to?
Sure. All counties have to submit this once a year, even if you don't have any covered bridges. So it's just us saying yes, we're.
Yep. Any questions for Tiffany? I would entertain a motion to approve the Covered Bridge Certification.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. I'll call for the vote. All those in favor, raise your right hand. And that motion carries unanimously. The next item on the agenda is the Health Department sewer ordinance, but I understand that's also not ready. So we will move past that and go to Ryan Getz from the Highway Department.
Good afternoon. This the construction agreement contract is the last piece that's needed to secure funding for the community crossings matching grant project for later this summer. So just here to get your signatures, if you could, please. I don't know if you have.
I don't have.
We don't have the document. Can
Okay,
you-
good thing I brought it.
Yeah. So again, just as a reminder for the public, our Community Crossings Matching Grant project this year is Lincoln Way East from County Road.
Starts at on Business 30 from Tower View to NDOT's right away on 30, and then across 30 from 300 East all the way out to the Elm County line, and there's a small, it's less than half a mile, I think, of County Road 850 West,
Okay.
which is up just north of Lincoln Way.
Yep, great. So this is a construction agreement, and it is with Fendon Brown, who's been selected. We've accepted their bid, and now we just need to execute the agreement. So any questions for Ryan?
Have none?
I'd entertain a motion to approve the construction agreement.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor raise your right hand, and that motion carries unanimously.
Thank you very much.
Ryan, while you're here, do you happen to know off the top of your head what our Payzer rating is?
The average? No, off the top of my head.
Okay.
That last year's, I believe, was in the 5.5 to 6 range.
Okay.
This year it'll probably change a little bit.
Up or down?
I hope up since we did quite a bit of chip seal as well as the Lincoln Way
Okay.
last year. But I can get that number to you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It's, I do that report and then put that into the LTAP
When is that due to LTAP?
in December.
Okay.
Just we've got all the information so I can get it complete. And get
Yep, if you can just let us know, that'd be great.
Absolutely.
And then also on the agenda is the ordinance for the striping grant. Is that you or is that Brad that will
Brad's
be bringing that?
point on that, but we just discussed prior to the meeting that that was tabled last meeting until we got more information, and that information is still not available. So
Okay. Okay, sounds good.
We'll skip over that as well.
All right, sounds good. Thank you. We do have a facilities request, and this is for Old Settlers Days, actually, that begins today. We had a question about whether or not we had already approved this. Some thought we did. I couldn't recall. I don't see any harm in approving it again if we don't know whether or not we approved it.
She usually sends those to me, so let me see if I have. I don't have a scanned copy of it.
Okay.
So you may want to
It
just
may have been
use-
missed. It may have been discussed, and maybe it wasn't quite into that 3-month window. And so,
I would move to
this,
approve.
I'm sorry, just real quick, it does still include the hot air balloons, which was successful last year and went without any harm to the facility. So it's for the hot air balloon event, the bands on the south side of the courthouse, and any lawn games that are played in the courthouse lawn. So, and the event dates are today, 6/17 through 6/22. And it does note that the streets are closed, which was something that was coordinated with Columbia City. Go
I'll
ahead.
move to approve.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to approve. I'll call for the vote. All those in favor raise your right hand, and that motion carries unanimously. I will make note that the facilities requests are now on the front page of the county's website. So they're about halfway down, you'll see a title, use of county facilities. If you click there, it has the newly adapted policy that had been revised maybe in the last meeting or the meeting before, as well as the updated form that needs to be utilized for the request. As an addition, today, we've been learning, Tiffany and I have been learning a little bit about conflict of interest forms, and I completed a conflict of interest form recently to do work for the Whitley County Redevelopment Commission and submitted that to Gateway. And then afterwards, we learned that it would need to be approved here. So I've already uploaded to Gateway and I've already filed with the county clerk. I'll need to do that again, but I'm asking for an approval of my uniform conflict of interest disclosure statement.
I see no issues with this. I will move to approve the conflict of interest disclosure statement pursuant to Indiana Code 3544 1-1-4 as presented between Chad Banks and the county and the
Redevelopment
Commission as presented.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor, raise your right hand. And opposed, the same, and I abstain.
Is it the second page?
Yeah, it's
to-
that page.
Yep, the governing body, I think it says.
And anyone who wants to view these, they're housed at the clerk's office. This is probably my 5th conflict of interest over the last 8 years that I've filed. May not have always done them right.
Yeah, we will moving forward.
That's right. And I will get this copy filed and uploaded to Gateway. The next item on the agenda is payroll and accounts payable claims approval.
I was able to look over most of the claims and the payroll on Friday, and everything looked to be in order, so I'll move to approve payroll.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to approve payroll. I'll call for the vote. All those in favor raise your right hand and oppose the same, and that carries unanimously. Accounts payable.
Also looked over those, and there was one additional claim that we both of us looked over, and everything looked to be in order. I'll move to approve accounts payable.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to approve accounts payable. I'll call for the vote. All those in favor raise your right hand and oppose the same, and that carries unanimously. Has everyone had a chance to review our meeting minutes from June 2nd?
I would move to approve as presented.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to approve. I'll call for the vote. All those in favor raise your right hand. And oppose the same, and that passes unanimously. Okay, at this time, we'll open up for public comment. If anyone would like to come forward today to speak, now would be the time. Okay, hearing none, is there anything additional from the attorney's office?
Nope.
Anything additional from the auditor's office?
No, just I guess that we had a meeting, excuse me, with Baker Tilly today that I thought was very informative and hopefully can assist council and you guys with where to go from here.
Yep, and that was an advertised special meeting, and it was recorded and uploaded to YouTube. So anyone who would like to view that is able to do so. Anything additional from Commissioner Sheehan?
Not this time.
Commissioner Basinger? And I have nothing to add. So I will adjourn the meeting.